Hey, football fans. Thanks for joining me for today's episode of Breaking Wax. I'm the football guy and I collect football cards, and this is my show where I add to my collection by opening packs from the past. Today, we'll be reviewing 6 packs of 1990 NFL Pro Set from this week's 1-minute pack break videos. Now let's get into it. Okay, so you should know that we're going to review the 6 pack breaks featured on this week's daily episodes of my 1-minute pack break series. If you want to see the actual breaks, check the links in the description. Now let's get into the numbers. Okay, taking a look at our pack breaks from this week. We broke 6 packs. The total purchase price was $8.58 for all 6 packs. We're looking for that 25% return on investment there. So we're looking for about $10.73 worth of value. Our actual value for the cards was $121.65. So the ROI valuation is actually an increase of 1,317%. This is fantastic. This is our highest ROI valuation increase that we've had. So that's the record there, but we're going to try to beat that next week. We ripped open 6 packs and we had 90 cards total. Cost is 10 cents per card. The card value is $1.35 per card. So pretty good. All in all, we got 15 Hall of Famers as well. So 15 Hall of Famers in 6 packs. That's excellent. Excellent number of Hall of Famers that we found. So let's get into the actual the daily breaks here. So on Saturday, we found 3 Hall of Fame cards. We were over 1,000% ROI valuation. Hall of Famers were Dan Marino, Chris Dolman, and Mike Singletary. Really good players. Dan Marino, one of my all-time favorites. And I don't know, there was an interview with Joe Montana recently where he named Dan Marino the best quarterback of all time. So we got that going for us. We take a look at Sunday. We only got 1 Hall of Famer here, but we had a 1,600% ROI valuation. Our Hall of Famer was Derek Thomas. Sterling Sharp, one of my favorites as well. Pulled him out. Herschel Walker. Some other good ones in here. Henry Ellard, Gary Clark, even Jay Helgenberg was pretty good. So some pretty good cards there that we'll see a little bit later. Take a look at Monday coming up here. And on Monday we had 2 Hall of Famers. We dipped down to 750% ROI valuation. Still really good. Hall of Famers were Tim Brown and Buck Buchanan. And I would even consider Don Shula. He's a Hall of Fame coach, so I would put him in that category as well. Other players of note, Dave Meggett. Who else is on here? Drew Hill was pretty good. I do like these Super Bowl cards that they've got in these packs as well. So that was Monday. Take a look at Tuesday. Pulled back 2 Hall of Fame cards. We're back up over 1,000 ROI valuation. The Hall of Famers were Jim Kelly and Buck Buchanan. So that's a duplicate that I'll put in my pile to give away or send to somebody here. Other players of note, Steve McMichael. I think he's up for Hall of Fame induction possibly this year. Vi Sikahema, I thought he was a pretty good return guy. Andre Bruce is a big name, but I didn't think he had the career he should have. Ricky Sanders, Reggie Langhorne, some good receivers. And again, the Super Bowl card. So pretty cool there. On Wednesday, we pulled back 4 Hall of Fame cards. We're at 2,200, almost 2,300 ROI valuation, which is phenomenal. Hall of Famers are Ozzie Newsome, Richard Dent, Derek Thomas, and Tim Brown. And then we also pulled a Randall Cunningham, which a really good player there as well. John L. Williams, I like watching him play. We pulled another Reggie Langhorne, so another duplicate there. And then, of course, the Super Bowl card. And then on Thursday here, our last rip of the week, we had 3 Hall of Famers. We're at 1,100% ROI valuation increase. Hall of Famers were Deion Sanders, Jim Kelly, which is a duplicate, and Ricky Jackson. We also pulled a Louis Lips, Leslie O'Neal, Otis Anderson, Some really good cards there, Gerald Riggs. So pretty cool. All in all, we pulled the 15 Hall of Famers like we talked about, and we hit a 1,300% ROI valuation increase. So, okay, enough with the numbers. Let's take a closer look at some of these cards. Okay, let's take a look at these cards. These are all 1990 NFL Pro Set. This is from our first pack here. These are the Super Bowl cards. These are pretty cool. Here's our Hall of Famer, Dan Marino. Here's what the back of the card looks like. My only gripe about these is there's no side border. I do like the borders around the top and bottom, but nothing on the side. Here's Chris Dolman, another Hall of Famer. And Michael Singletary, that's our third one out of this pack. Cornelius Bennett, another good player there. Let's see, Ricky Dixon, Jeff Lageman, Lorenzo White, Dave Grayson, Johnny Rembert, and Greg Townsend. So, I mean, not much here except for the Hall of Famers, really. Cornelius Bennett was pretty good. Jeff Lageman wasn't bad. Lorenzo White, yeah. So that was our first pack there. Okay, let's get into pack number 2 here. We've got the Super Bowl card here. This is Super Bowl 1. That's where we have the Packers beat the Chiefs 35-10. That's a pretty cool card there. Here's our Hall of Famer, Derek Thomas. Sterling Sharp, really, really good receiver. Herschel Walker, good running back. Henry Ellard, Gary Clark, all good receivers. Andre Waters, Mike Dial, Don Mikowski, Nick Lowry, Rufus Porter, Scott Norwood, Dean Biasucci, Jerry Glanville, he was kind of a character, and Jay Hilgenberg. So pulled one Hall of Famer, but we pulled quite a few other good players here as well. So that's pack number 2. Get into pack number 3 here. We've got Super Bowl 11. Super Bowl 11, the Raiders against the Vikings there. Pretty cool. Tyrone Braxton, Brian Blades, Pierce Holt, Drew Hill, Johnny Holland, Sean Collins, Ray Donaldson, Jim Richter, Buck Buchanan, he's a Hall of Famer, so put him over there. Albert Bentley, Dave Mega, good player there. Tim McDonald, Don Shula, he's a Hall of Fame coach. And Tim Brown, that's another Hall of Famer as well. So 3 Hall of Famers out of that pack. So can't complain there. I'll get into pack number 4. Pack number 4, we got Super Bowl 8. Super Bowl 8 is the Dolphins 24, Vikings 7. We got Don Mosbar, John Robinson, decent coach. Reggie Langhorne, Ricky Sanders, good receivers there. Tony Zendejas, Don Mikowski, another one. There's Andre Bruce. A lot of people think he should have had a better career than he had. Mike Johnson, decent player there. Buck Buchanan, that's our duplicate. Albert Bentley, Muhammad El Wanabi, Baisiki Hima. I thought he was a pretty good returner there. Jim Kelly, that's a Hall of Fame card. And Steve McMichael, who again I think might be up for induction vote this year. So that is pack number 4. Pack number 5 here, we've got Super Bowl 17, and that is the Redskins beating the Dolphins 27-17. Kevin Ross, Reggie Langhorne, Irvin Randall, John L. Williams, Ed West, Sean Collins, Lindy Infante, Dwayne Bickett, Gary Plummer, Tim Brown's a Hall of Famer there, Derek Thomas, another one. There's the Randall Cunningham card, that's pretty cool. He was one of my favorite quarterbacks as well. Richard Dent, he was an animal on the Bears defense. And then Ozzie Newsome, I'm really happy to pull this because Ozzie's one of my favorite tight ends all time. I know he's a Brown, but he definitely earned my respect on the field. And then, of course, what he did in the front office, too. He was really good for the Browns/Ravens. That really, when they moved to Baltimore and they took him with them, that set the Browns back right there. All right, so that was pack number 5. Here's pack number 6, our last pack for the week. Super Bowl 4, you've got the Chiefs and the Vikings. Tyrone Braxton, Gerald Riggs was a pretty good runner. Larry Kelm, Jerry Burns, Vincent Brown, Bill Moss, Jim Jeffcoat. I thought he was pretty good on that Dallas defense. There's Elwanabi. There's Ricky Jackson, our Hall of Fame card. Otis Anderson, another really good runner. Leslie O'Neal was a pretty good player there. Louis Lips, I liked watching him with the Steelers. Jim Kelly, Hall of Fame duplicate there. And then Deion Sanders. Selected in the 89 draft, so this could be the rookie card for Deion there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. So there you go. That's all the cards from the Rips this week. Hope you enjoyed them. And let me know in the comments how many Hall of Famers you've ever pulled from one pack. What's the most you ever pulled from one pack? I got up to 4 this week. So I'm pretty excited about that. 15 overall. Pretty awesome. Thanks for joining me for this week's Breaking Wax. Let me know in the comments how many Hall of Famers you pulled from one pack. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell a friend. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.